I'm a guy who's a technology geek. I love technology, and this is all about technology. I also love Australia and what Australians can do, and this is all about that as well. So I'm excited to be here this afternoon to welcome you to the third discussion panel. The digitisation of products and services that we're seeing will have an increasing impact on how we conduct business and organise our societies, smashing traditional barriers of geography and creating new markets and new competition while redefining the notions of community.
I do think it is a unique time around innovation. I mean, innovation's always been this word that's sort of, sullied around, but because of this technology disruption, there is this unique opportunity, and I think it is really important that we recognise that. I mean, this is a long-term game. This is not about, 12 months, what's the results? And the other thing is, it's not just all commercial. You've got to look at, if we're making social outcomes, are we fixing the environment? All these other things. And if we let NISA become purely about venture capital and startups and not really address the fundamental cultural issues, then I think we're missing the point.
So I think for a long time in Australia, we have tended to put a grab bag of things together that look good, often taken from off the shelf from other countries, what I call the sort of lift and plonk phenomenon. I do think when we talk about innovation in Australia, we often recognise or claim, and it's probably right, the statistics would suggest we're not that great at innovation, but I think we're very good at science. I think there's all sorts of murky undercurrents here, and what we are weak at is productivity growth. Australia is the leader in large robotics worldwide. So if somebody asks you which country has more autonomous vehicles than any other country in the world, what's the answer? It's Australia, because of all the mining autonomous vehicles.
Oh, my, okay.
And, you'd think mainly that came out of the University of Sydney. It's Hugh Durrant-White, who then was CEO of NICTA for quite a long time, and that group and that whole mine of the future. I think that's a great example of how you use robotics for high productivity. And I don't see it as a threat. I think one of the things we need to educate people for is how they're going to use technology movements very, very creatively. As I age, I look forward to people being particularly creative in technology for the aged.
We've got to front into the issue that technology has been related to automation, that if I've got maybe a middle blue-collar work job, I'm not feeling good about it. And so we talk about the high-skilled jobs, but remember, we have to take all of this society along with us. So I think we've got to change the rhetoric of fear, and we've got to get it to the people that this is part of life. We've done it before, and there's an optimistic future. So
we want manufacturing. So dressings, and we're not talking about Band-Aids and plasters here that you buy. Some of these dressings are $2,000 a pop. Now that's high value, high skilled, high cost, and we can do that competitively. And we can't make T-shirts competitively, but we can make high value. So medtech is a great example, and I use that. So in automation, I think one of the biggest challenges in the automation space is that the EQ of the community is quite low. Before I got involved with this Trusted Autonomous Systems or the Defence CRC program, and I got asked to stand the first one up in Trusted Autonomous Systems, I didn't know anything about it. Having seen the capability that Australia has, I see that as a vision that could be set, that we could dominate in Trusted Autonomous Systems. And I'm not talking platforms here making, widgets and drones, and that doesn't seem that challenging to me. We have some natural competitive advantage. I want to see visions set for niches which are open that we should be aggressively competing in, and let's pick some winners. Let's not give everyone a ribbon.
I do think an attitude of saying, yes, it's okay, yes, we can, and we celebrate it is really important.